morning everybody and welcome to Pushchair Expert and today's Facebook clinic. Now if you can hear us, give us a thumbs up. You know, we'd love you to ask lots and lots of questions. Just me here today, so hopefully I'll be able to do everything. I don't have my sidekick with me. So I decided today we're going to have a look at another new product into store. Brand new to the market is the Out and About Nipper GT, which I have here. Now I've got my iPad, so if you do have any questions, please do ask. Let me just check everything is working all right. Let's have a look. Appears to be, because yesterday we had a bit of a nightmare with the iPad, but I think Facebook was having a bit of an update yesterday, because I know lots and lots of people had a problem. So it looks like we're working all right. We've had a thumbs up from somebody. Good morning, whoever it is. Please say good morning to me. Don't leave me here feeling really lonely. So Out and About has been in the UK for, you know, quite a period of time. It's an English-based company. They are very much into catering for those families who are perhaps a little bit more rural or obviously like to go out and about, as the name kind of suggests. So they've got a number of products in the market. The Nipper GT is our new one, and I'll explain a little bit more about that. The primary product that they have always had has been the Nipper 360, and they do this in a single and a double version. I've got the double version here, so we'll have a look at that in a moment. But as you can see, as you would expect from a very all-terrain kind of company, nice big wheels, big seats. Kind of, I would always describe Out and About as being kind of the Jeep of the car industry, if you like, the pushchair industry. So they pretty much go everywhere. Very practical. Fabric's very practical. Just to put it into context, nearly all of our members of staff have either had one or have got one, and actually this was mine. So, you know, we know the products really well and from using them. So we'll move back to the 360 in just a moment. Do let us know if that's something that you are interested in. They also have a smaller stroller, which at the moment we don't have in store, but we can get for you, called the Little Nipper. And your big difference, as you would expect, Little Nipper is very small. It's more of an urban stroller, whereas everything else that we've got here today is a lot more outdoorsy. They also do a running pushchair called the Sport, which is absolutely awesome. So if you're into running, they also have that option as well. But we're going to start off with having a look and comparing and contrasting the brand new GT next to the original 360. So I'm going to get rid of the double just for a moment, but we can bring it back if necessary. So I've got it here. This is our 360 here in Purple Punch, and steel grey for our GT. I'm just going to move my iPad so I can keep referring to it. It's a bit more tricky when you're on your own, but never mind. So let's have a look whether we've got any comments come through. Just a moment. I'm just going to refresh this, because we had a problem yesterday with it, so I'm hoping it's all going to work all right today. Let's have a look. I know that we've got 31 people with us, which is brilliant. Is this going to work? I'm just going to write good morning on it, and if you can reply, that would be awesome, because I'm not 100% sure that it is working properly. Right. Technology has a bit of a habit of failing you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this out of here, because it's a little bit bulky in there, and I'm just going to refresh it and see whether that is going to help us. So, oh yes, I know we've got some comments. It tends to do this. Aha! I've said good morning to myself as opposed to going on as Pushchair Expert. First sign of madness. Anyway, good morning, Hattie. Hattie's joined us. She says she wants one, but she can't decide between the GT or the 360. She needs it for off-roading, but it's for nearly a 2-year-old. So hopefully, Hattie, this is going to be really up your street and is really going to help you. Joe has joined us, Joe Meekin. Good morning, Joe. Thank you for the comments. Now that appears to have booted itself up properly, so I'm going to pop it back in here just so I don't drop it. So, right, that's brilliant. So thank you for your comments. And Karen Shimmons has joined us. Good morning, Karen, as well. So let's have a look and compare and contrast the original 360 next to our brand new GT. And as I go through, if you've got any questions, do give me a shout. Now the first thing that you will notice is your wheel size. So I'm going to put them side by side, just so that you can see your differences in the wheels. Split our wheel there. Now as you can see on the GT, you have got slightly smaller wheels than you have got on your 360. Your new GT wheels are EVA, whereas your original 360 wheels are air-filled tyres. Now years ago, your more plastic tyres used to give a really, really terrible ride, but with the technology that has advanced so much, actually your EVA wheels will still give you a good smooth ride. So it's kind of pros and cons. I think your air wheels slightly better if you're going on more rough terrain, but obviously you've got the risk of a puncture. I have to say, having been miles and miles and miles with pushchairs with air tyres, I've only ever had one puncture, and that was down to the fact that the tyre was overinflated and it popped. But the big thing to be aware of is usually we find that it's hawthorn bushes that cause any punctures. So just be aware of that. If you do find you're getting punctures, you can get some slime to go in your tyres, and then you won't get any more punctures. So it is overcomeable. So as you can see, bigger wheels on your 360 than your GT. And then what I would say is if you are going, out and about, loads and loads and loads on really, really rough tracks, maybe the 360 is going to be better suited. If you're the kind of person that is going to be going, just to the park and things like that, maybe in sort of your National Trust properties, but you're not going sort of in your forest tracks and things like that, then this is going to work really, really well. You're kind of halfway between your big 360, and your smaller stroller with your GT. So it's a really, really good halfway house. So as you can see, lengthwise, your GT is also slightly shorter than your out and about 360. For some people, this is a little bit long to fit into your car. So if you're not sure whether these pushchairs or any pushchair in fact fits into the boot of your car, you can always give us a shout and we will be able to send you the dimensions. That's not a problem at all, because we need to make sure they're going to fit, but also make sure that they're going to fit with your room to put everything else that you need to in your car. So Hattie, Dominique said good morning. Morning, Dominique. Morning, Karen. I know Karen's interested in the double, so we'll get that out in just a moment. Hattie's parting with her beloved Vista, as it just doesn't cover our new lifestyle. We are finding that because of lockdown and the worries that this perhaps is going to be a situation that returns, that people are looking for something that is going to allow them to take more walks, off on their own, and avoiding sort of the towns and cities, because obviously with social distancing and everything like that. And are we going to be holidaying in the UK this summer? It is looking particularly likely. So again, that might be something, worth thinking about. If you're in the market for a stroller, perhaps something like your GT is going to work better because you've got a lot of the features of a stroller, but you've got bigger wheels than if you like your traditional stroller. So just things to be thinking about. So let's have a look at your differences between the hoods next. So as you can see on the new GT, you've got a slightly more curved hood, whereas this one is a lot more pointed, but both will give good coverage from the elements. It's the sun, the wind, it's not just the sunshine. You've got your peephole in here, and you've got your peephole in here as well. Both of them have the opportunity with a little bit of Velcro at the front to fold them back and keep them out of the way. So both of them you're going to be able to see little one that way. Both of these products you can use from birth because both of them have a nice lie flat seat. So I'll just turn them around and we'll have a look at handle height in a moment. So on both of them, it's a strap recline. Once you've got the weight of baby in, they will go all the way down. They don't go down without the weight of a child in. Maybe I should have put one of our weighted dolls in. So both of them have a nice lie flat seat. I'll pop this back so that you can see. You do have also the option with the GT and the 360 to put on a carry cot or a car seat. On the double, which we'll come to in a moment, you've got the option to have 1 or 2 carry cots, but you can't put a car seat on the double, so there's your difference. If you are going to put your carry cot on, this is the kind of carry cot you're going to have, so it's a nice spacious carry cot. All you're going to do is get the correct adapters. Those are my car seat ones here, but all you're going to do is get your correct adapters. You take off your bumper bar on either product or on the double, pop your adapters in and slot your carry cot in. So it's really, you've got lots and lots of options, but as I say, the seat unit is suitable from birth. I'm just going to do this one back down a little bit more because it's not gone all the way down. There we go, that's better. So you can also get a really nice snuggly foot muff as well to protect them from the elements, but because of the design of the sides of these, if you imagine your newborn baby with your hood out, they're in this area here, so they have got lots and lots of protection. Now both products in the summer months, because we're hoping for a summer, I'm certainly hoping for a summer. It was beautiful yesterday, it's a little bit dull today, but never mind. You have got 2 zips on either side, which just zip up. You roll this up here, and you've got your net here just to protect little one from any, wasps or bees or anything like that. But it will allow full ventilation. But in those winter months when you need it down, all you do, roll it down and zip and zip. So really simple, and you've got exactly the same on your 360 as well and on your double. So lots and lots of options. Now to put the seat unit up, I'm just going to sit on the floor because it's slightly easier. All you're going to do is push, as you can see here, you've got a strap here and you're just going to push that up. Now as little one gets older, obviously they're going to help you and they're going to sit up, but that just goes up like that. I did find with mine that after I've used it a few times and done the strap a few times, it was an awful lot easier. As with everything, when they're brand new, they are more tricky. So seat, you can see that one slides up a lot more easily than this one, but that is just because this is absolutely brand new. In fact, I only unpacked it about half an hour ago. So let's put them side by side and look at the handle height. So handle wise, you're very similar. So both of them, you've got your wrist strap, and both of them are going to go pretty much up to the same height. You are about 1 centimetre taller with this one. And then if you want them down, both of them working exactly the same way, and they go down like that. So again, pretty similar. This one perhaps goes half a centimetre lower, but really easy to do. Basket wise, let's have a look at the basket, just see if we've got any comments come through. Well, I just refresh this, just one moment. Domini's asking about GT colours available in the same colours as the 360. Well, at the moment, this is your steel grey, there's raven black and purple punch. So those are the colours that we've got at the moment, but there are some new colours coming later on, I believe. But I think they start with a few colours and then are going to add to them, whereas your 360 is available in quite a whole host of colours here as well. So, where was it? Basket. So, GT has, if you like, a more urban style of basket, your more traditional basket that is on the bottom. It's a net basket, pretty spacious, pretty spacious, hopefully you can see there. Main access is going to be from the back. You're going to struggle to get a lot in at the sides. And on here, your basket is attached. It's like a bag, it's like a pouch that goes on the back. And again, it's a drawstring. And it goes all the way underneath your seat. So you can have it open if you've got lots and lots of things, but if you haven't got a lot of things, you can just put it up there. Now you've also got the option to add a more traditional basket onto your Nipper 360, both the single and the double, which just goes along the bottom of there. But I have to say, I found I didn't need it. I thought I was going to need it, but actually I didn't, because this bag bit at the back is very, very spacious. The additional storage that you do have in this product that you don't have in this product is the fact that you've got 2 pouches at the side. So there's one on either side, like that, which you can put bits and pieces in. You can't get a lot in there, I'll be really honest. It's fine when you've got the hood out, but if you need to fold your hood, obviously you've got to be able to fold those. And then you've got your 2 little pockets here and here, which I found quite useful just to pop a dummy in when I was out and about if I didn't want my little one to have one, but I needed one to hand. So that's your difference with your storage between the 2 products. So let's have a look. Maureen, good morning Maureen, is asking, is the GT going to be in place of the little nipper? No, the GT sits in between, and I'm sorry I haven't got a little nipper here today, your little nipper, which has very similar in styling, but it has smaller wheels that are about that big, so it's more of your urban stroller. So then your next step up, if you're going to do a little bit more out and about, is going to be your GT. And then if you are a really outdoorsy family, do lots of, I mean, I had this as it was always my caravan pushchair, because it used to go over the fields. We used to stay in farms and things like that, so the grass wasn't particularly great. So this is your next one, which is your more rugged pushchair, if you like. As I say, at the beginning, I used to call it kind of my Jeep, my Land Rover. I could take it out, get it muddy. I have to say, I used to hose it down outside, and you could do this with any of these products. Hose it down outside to get it clean. Fabrics were fine, they were great. What Out and About do is they make everything really, really durable. They are designed for outside living. So as you can see on here, you've got your suspension, and I'm just going to, it's quite hard to show, but I'm just going to show here. But you've got suspension around all 3 wheels, and on here, it's easy with the weight of a child in. I should have grabbed one of our weighted babies and put it in. But both are going to work really well for most eventualities, so I'm hoping that is going to help. So as I say, no pockets on the hood of this, pockets on the hood of this, but incorporated basket, traditional basket on the bottom. This one is a pouch style there. So what do we have a look at next? Let's have a look at the inside. So let's put our hood up. Both got nice spacious seats. Both come with a liner, which you just thread on when you get it. So it is nice and easy. Just push that forward just so that you can see it. And your seat liners for both, I think I've got this correct, let me check, are the same size. So your seat is pretty much the same size. Your difference is that this is a longer pushchair, so your footrest is further out, whereas this one is a shorter pushchair, so your footrest is closer. So with your out and about, one of the things that children like is being able to put their legs out straight, whereas more traditionally, if you like, you can't do it because my arms don't bend like legs, your legs are bent. So this is like your more traditional ones with your footrest, whereas this has a more elongated area for little one. So a lot of people are saying, is the seat unit the same size? Is it a different size? You've got a gate opening bumper bar on both of them. And as I say, this is where you're going to put your adapters to put your car seat or your carrycot. Both of them now come with a rain cover, and it's a good rain cover. Let me just put them side by side. Hopefully, if I do them this way, I'm going to put the back wheels together, just so that you can see your difference in length. So you're probably, don't know, I'll check the exact measurement, but around about 20 centimetres longer with your Out and About than you are your GT. So fold wise, let me just have a look. Vicky said that's a new feature. Yeah, it is, well spotted. I love it when people come on and have a look. And I think it's quite good to compare and contrast. We've had a lot of messages from people recently saying, since the new GT launched, I don't know whether to go for the GT, I don't know whether to go for the Nipper 360. And price-wise, you're not a million miles apart. You're only £10 difference. So, you know, by the time you're buying a pushchair, it's more important that you get the correct one for your difference in price of your £10. So, both of them have a slightly different fold. And the best way to do any out and about is to make sure that your seat is forwards, that it's not tucked back in all your fabrics. It just gives a lot smoother fold. So you've got two wings, if you like. Kelly and I had a conversation about what they were called. Elephant wings, elephant ears, I don't know. But they're on the side there. And you'll see you've got a little safety clasp on here. So you can't actually fold it. You've undone these, but you can't fold it. So if you walk in with a sibling who decides to be a bit of a monster and undo it, your pushchair's not going to collapse. You've got to undo your safety clasp, and that is going to fold it down like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that one on the floor like that, and then I'm going to show you how to fold this one so you can see them folded next to each other. So again, two elephant wings, but it's not going to go anywhere. Now instead of the clasp on the side, on this one, you've got a handle in the middle, so it folds like so. You can take your bumper bar off, so let me take the bumper bar off just to make it a little bit flatter. Like so. Don't really need to take the bumper bar off this one. But that's going to give you an idea with regards to your fold. So you've certainly got quite a smaller fold with your GT. It's not a tiny fold, but you have got a smaller folder with your GT than you have your 360. So I'm hoping that's going to help some of you sort of kind of make that decision. Let's have a look. Good morning, Sean. Sean's joined us this morning. Laura's asking, can the out and about carrycot be used for occasional overnight sleeping? Let me grab our carrycot. So you've got a good mattress on it. We would say it is deep enough, but we would say it's quite a narrow carrycot, so would it be big enough for that overnight sleeping? So I think our general consensus on your out and about is probably you are best off with a travel cot with your out and about. So hopefully that helps. Let's have a look whether we've missed any questions. Just 1 second. Great, good morning, Amber. Amber's tagging somebody in there. So good morning, Rebecca. If you're watching on Catch Up, Rebecca, feel free to add any more questions that you've got. We don't mind. They can be on Catch Up and we'll get back to them. So let me just refresh this one moment. Maureen said they're called clamps. Yeah, we know they're called clamps, but we tend to call them in store elephant ears or elephant wings, and I don't know why. It's just, I suppose, I don't know. It's just what we do. But yes, they are officially called clamps. So let's get these two pushchairs up. So I find it easier to undo your safety lock and then grab your handle, which is down at the bottom, and click out. So quite easy. The clamps, I'll call them clamps for that one, and similar here, so it won't unfold, neither of these will unfold until you undo your safety clasp, and do your clamps up on either side. I have taken this off, but you can fold it with it on, and pop it in like that, and you're good to go. So I would say it's marginally easier to fold and unfold your GT, just because you've got a bigger unit on there. So hopefully that's kind of answered some of your questions about your GT and your 360. I'll grab quickly the double. Now they have a double version in the 360, but they don't in the GT. Whether they're going to launch one at some point, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, but we'll wait and see. But you can get the little nipper, which is our smaller out and about stroller, in a double as well. But let's just take a quick look at our double. So really, really popular product with childminders, because you've got your nice spacious seats. Well, in any out and about, you've got pretty spacious seats. but also you've got the option to have such different ages. You can put 2 carrycots on here, or you can have 2 lay flat seats, like so. And again, you can put 2 foot muffs on. You can put 2 carrycots, or you can have 1 toddler and then 1 in a carrycot. So you've got lots and lots of options with regards to that. Your storage, same as these 2. You've got your zip, so you've got your ventilation, and you push your seat up like so. I'll just do the other one up. And then like the 360, the purple one we just looked at, you've got your pouches here for your storage. But you can, if you want, with the double, also get your under storage basket as well. So there's a couple of options with regards to that. You've also, on your double, like your 360, because this is a 360, on your hoods, got your peepholes and your side pockets. So you've got 4 side pockets because there's 2 on each hood, and then 2 little pouches as well. You don't have them in the middle, just on the outside. The other thing to note is that on all these products, you have got some reflective strips. I don't know if I'm still in camera there. Let's have a look. Let me just move that one over. So even on your GT, you haven't got the bits across the top, which you have on these 2 products. You haven't got them across here, but you do have them on the side. So if you're on the school run and it's dusk in those winter months, you know, that's quite a nice safety feature. So let me go back to my double. Bumper bar. Obviously, bumper bar comes off if you've got a carrycot on. What's quite clever is if you've have 2 carrycots, you have a different clip to if you're having 1 carrycot, because if you've got 1 carrycot, you've then got a single bumper over for other child. So there's no compromise there, just because you've got a baby in the other side. So a little bit like your single, 2 clamps, elephant ears, elephant wings, call them whatever you like. You clasp at the side. I'll turn it around so that you can see it, which won't undo, you can't fold it. Got to undo your safety clasp and pop it over like that. So you've got quite a nice fold. We do find for some people fitting, obviously a side-by-side double in the beauty car is sometimes quite tricky, but this does stand up nicely if you take off your back parcel shelf. So you have got that option. And then to unfold, again, you've got your safety clasp. So you just need to undo that, grab your handle, flip it up. You can feel that has already made contact, so it's not going to fold. Do your clamps up, your elephant ears, and you are ready to go. So today, let me grab my GT. We've had a look at the brand new Nipper GT, the Nipper 360, the Nipper 360 double, obviously single and double. So before we disappear, let's see if we've got any more questions. Just a second. It's a shame they don't just automatically refresh, but they don't. So I think we've been through all of our questions now. But if you do have any more questions about out and about, if you need to know the dimensions to check it will fit in your car, need to know any of the weights, need to know what car seats are compatible with our single models, you know, just give us a shout. You know, we're here to help. You can still book video consultations. So there on the website, just click on the tab that says video consultation, or send us a message and we will send you the link directly. Lots of people are asking us about when we're going to be able to open the store. At the moment, we're not allowed. I did speak to Trading Standards yesterday, and at the moment we are not allowed, although there is a little bit of a grey area, whether that's going to change soon. So as soon as we are open, we will let you know on Facebook and on the website. And initially, we're going to be doing one-to-one appointments, well, 2-to-1 appointments. So you'll be able to come in and see one of our specialists, whether it's talking about furniture, whether it's talking about safe sleep, whether it's talking about baby carriers, whether it's talking about pushchairs, car seats, and monitors and everything that you need. So hope you found that helpful. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, because while we're filming this, it's Friday. You may be watching it on catchback on another day. We will be back on Tuesday because it's Bank Holiday Monday, so I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I sincerely hope the sun shines, and for those of you who've got school-aged children, I know a lot are beginning half-term next week, so no homeschooling for a little while. Hooray. And then we'll see what happens with schools after that. But as I say, any questions, send us a message on Facebook. We're here to help. So happy Friday, everybody, and have a wonderful weekend. See you soon.